The average day for a cattleman is packed with a lot of hard work, feeding, checking cattle, and all the other tasks that must be done to keep a farm or ranch running smoothly. In addition, some choose to volunteer their time to help protect this way of life for the rest of us. Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Brian Baxter has more about one Wyoming cattleman who supports the beef industry in a variety of ways.
Dave True's roots in the agriculture industry run deep in the mountains of Wyoming.
My parents were always enjoyed the outdoors. In the mid-50s, when they got involved with a small 35 cow, 1 bull operation up in the Laramie Mountains in southeastern Wyoming, it was just an opportunity to become involved in the cattle business.
Their cattle business has grown quite a bit over the last 50 years. Today they have 7 cow-calf operations, 2 feedlots, and 2 farms, all concentrated in eastern Wyoming.
The ranch that we're on right now is called the VR Ranch. The VR is strictly a cow-calf operation. Cows that are here behind me are black baldies, as you can see, and obviously on top of those black baldies we put Charolais bulls to end up with the 3-way calves that we have, the half Charolais, quarter Hereford, quarter Angus calves.
Agriculture isn't the only area the True family is involved with. They also found a niche in the oil and gas industry.
Our oil and gas company is called True Oil. Back in the late 40s, my dad had been working for a company called the Texas Company, which of course evolved into Texaco. And he left the Texas Company and started to run a 2-rig drilling company that was providing drilling services for other companies within the oil and gas industry. And from there it just grew.
While many people might think the ag and oil and gas industries couldn't be more different from each other, Dave says the basic concepts of both businesses are actually very similar.
They're both natural resource-based industries. They're a industry that's really founded on the prudent management and wise use of natural resources. Of course, the oil and gas is a depletion kind of use of natural resource, but yet you still have to be a steward of that resource in order to maximize its longevity and its ultimate financial benefit to society.
Not only does Dave split his time working at the office and on his ranches, he also holds a volunteer position as treasurer for the National Cattlemen's Beef Association.
Being one of the officers has been very interesting. I've been able to be involved in some of the discussions at that level, and I've gotten to know the leadership team that we have, not only the volunteer officer leadership team, but also the staff leadership team. And it's a great group of people.
Dave says while it does take extra time, volunteering is an integral part of being a strong advocate for the beef industry, and it's a responsibility he takes very seriously.
I know time is precious, time is limited. We all have the same 24 hours a day, and we all keep them very full. But there is a responsibility to serve your industry, to make it as good as you can, as well as maintaining your own operations. I've continued to feel that the industries in which we are involved have been very good to our family, and I want to be involved in an attempt to make them better and to even have those industries available for our children to go into if that's their choosing.
Like many cattlemen across the United States, Dave believes that being an NCBA member helps keep the beef industry moving forward.
I'm an NCBA member because I feel it's critical that we have producers actively involved with driving the policy of a national organization, as well as providing a sound organization for checkoff purposes.
In addition to the oil and gas industry, as well as the agriculture industry, the True name also has an interesting tie to the history books.
It's actually my great uncle. His name was Alan Tupper True. He was an artist, a painter, He put murals in the Colorado State Capitol. He has murals in the Wyoming Capitol. He has murals in the Missouri Capitol. He is the artist who actually drew the Wyoming bucking horse that is always on our license plates. It's the symbol for the University of Wyoming. State government uses it, and quite honestly is probably one of the most readily identified state logos in the entire U.S.
Dave says it doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. The reason cattlemen in all 50 states work so hard each and every day continues to remain the same.
Whether we're standing up on a windy ridge in Wyoming or sitting in belly-deep grass down in Florida, we're all got the same goal. Ultimately, we are all driven to provide a healthy, nutritious, safe product for the consumer.
Reporting from Eastern Wyoming, I'm Brian Baxter for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.